You know, whether you're at home, in the office, or even at school, there's this invisible web connecting all of your techs together. And no, I'm not talking about the internet. This is something way closer to home. Today, we're diving into the local area network, or as you probably know it, the LAN.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? You tap Cast on your phone, and boom, a video just pops up on your TV. Or you send a document from your laptop to the printer, and there's not a single wire connecting them. How in the world does that actually work?
Well, the hero of this story is your LAN. The best way to picture it is like a private, super fast digital neighborhood where all of your devices live and just chat with each other, totally separate from the big wide world of the internet.
So before we get into any of the official kind of techie stuff, just think of it like this. A LAN is basically a private party for all your devices. They're all in the same place, your house for example, and they can all talk to each other freely without ever having to step out onto the public internet.
Okay, so what's the formal definition? The source material puts it pretty bluntly. Now, I know it sounds a little clunky and technical, but it really just boils down to one simple idea. If you've got at least 2 devices connected in a limited space, congratulations, you've got yourself a LAN.
So let's just break that down real quick. Every single LAN has 3 essential ingredients. You need at least 2 devices that have to be connected, and it all has to happen in a limited geographical area. You miss any one of those, and hey, it's not a LAN. It really is that simple.
All right, so how do you spot a LAN out in the wild? Well, our source gives us 5 key characteristics to look for. Think of it as a checklist, you know? If a network ticks all 5 of these boxes, then you can be sure it's a local area network.
First up on the checklist, speed. And I mean blazing fast speed. A LAN has to provide really high speed and what we call high bandwidth. You can think of bandwidth as a giant multi-lane highway for your data. The more lanes you have, the more data can zoom through all at once. This is exactly why you can stream a 4K movie from a computer in one room to a TV in another without any of that dreaded buffering. The connection is local, direct, and just incredibly fast.
Second, and this one is a really big deal, is private ownership. Your LAN, you own it. That router, the cables, the Wi-Fi signal itself, it's all yours. Now sure, you need an internet service provider to connect out to the public internet, but for your devices to talk to each other inside your house, nope, no provider needed. It is your own private network.
Number 3 on our list is all about practicality. The gear that makes up a LAN, you know, like that router sitting on your shelf, is designed to be affordable and compact. But here's the cool part. It's also powerful enough to handle all that high-speed traffic. It's like having enterprise-level power right in our homes, but without that scary enterprise-level price tag.
The 4th characteristic is actually hidden right there in the name, local area network. That word, local, is everything. It means the size of your LAN is physically limited. It could be your apartment, it could be a whole office building, maybe even a college campus. But it doesn't stretch across cities or countries. Its footprint is defined by its actual physical location.
And that brings us to our 5th and final characteristic. And this is the one that really makes modern LAN so incredibly versatile. It's this idea of convergence. This is so important. It's what makes a LAN truly future-ready.
So, the key idea from our source material is that modern LANs shouldn't be built for just one job. They need a single, converged infrastructure that's designed from the ground up to carry data, audio, and video all at the same time. The industry has a name for this. They call it triple play services. But what does that actually mean for you?
Okay, triple play sounds super technical, right? But it's really just a fancy term for the 3 main types of stuff flying around your network. Data is you browsing the web or sharing files. Audio is things like making a Wi-Fi call on your phone or using voice chat in a game. And video, well, that's you streaming a show to your smart TV. Your LAN is built to juggle all 3 of these things perfectly at the exact same time.
So after all that, what's the big takeaway here? It's that your local area network is the fast, private, and unbelievably powerful foundation of your digital life at home. It's the silent workhorse that's handling everything from your data to your voice calls to your video streams, all within the walls of your own home.
And you know, that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. I mean, with smart fridges, connected lights, and dozens of new devices coming online in our homes every year, this fundamental technology is only getting more important. So it makes you wonder, what's next for the humble LAN?